I believe we are entering the third week now with no rain. So you can see here we got the irrigation system up and running on several farms around the area. We were trying to run 2 wagons at the same time, but unfortunately there's not enough power in the pump system to support 2 water cannons at the same time. For us it's not really a big issue. You can see it's still very green, but we have been hammering these fields with water for the last couple of weeks now, and hopefully by the end of next week, the weather forecast said there will be a shift, the temperature will go a little bit down. So we're just folding our hands and hoping that we will get some rain. So what I actually wanted to show you, of course also the irrigation and my rant about the rain not coming, is that we are actually doing yard upgrade, so to say, or we're actually improving it. So what we have done is prepared to put down asphalt. We have had gravel here forever, I believe. There used to be dirt way back in the days, but we have had gravel as long as I remember, and that leaves us with a lot of dust. And also, as you can see here, we have had problem with actually lawn moving over and taking over where the gravel is. And every year is the same story, where we actually have to run around and spray down dandelions and weeds and whatnot, just to keep it somewhat nice and clean. So that's about to change. So we are preparing now to put on asphalt. So we have got a company in now to level everything off and prepare the whole area here to put down asphalt, because it's a nightmare when you're driving around with tractor, when you have weather like this where it's dry, it's dust everywhere, and you have problem with weeds growing everywhere. It's going to be all around the edges here, up to this tiny garage, up to the door here, and alongside the hedges here, and it's probably just going to stop here with the entrance to the main barn. So we will leave the area down here with gravel. There's no point of putting asphalt down there, because it's just there's a gravel road behind the barn. So we'll just keep this area around here nice and tidy. In this area we already have asphalt. We had that for a very long time, but it's in a really poor condition. It's cracked up here, and this is something they have removed now. And the same down there, they have removed parts to level it off. In the next couple of days they're going to put down a fresh asphalt leading up all the way to the main road, or not the main road, but the exit to the road. So now they are finished with the preparation work before they are putting down the asphalt. So they've been taking off some roots from that tree that was going underneath the old asphalt. They put some asphalt gravel, I think that's what they call it, and level it off, and used a roller to press it down. So one area that we had a little bit concerned was the entrance to the garage. So they made a new kind of ramp up there. So everything here is set and ready to go. I believe they will start maybe later in the afternoon, or maybe tomorrow. They're currently working in my yard. But yeah, progress is good. So, and they're working fast. So now they are just making a nice edge towards the lawn. So no more weeds. So that's good. So the first step has been to fill in holes throughout the whole yard. So they've been running around with a wheelbarrow and putting asphalt to where there's been big holes or where there has been big cracks in the current asphalt. So they are soon finished with this yard, and they have now brought a machine to go over and put asphalt over the whole yard. So day number 2 is complete, and I was probably a little bit optimistic that they would be able to do this before the weekend kicks in tomorrow, and that's definitely not the case. It's going to be really nice to have asphalt here now and not this gravel with weed. It's a really nice evening, still warm, still dry. We're still spreading water. We're actually using the slurry tanks now to transport water around because the water cannon and the irrigation system doesn't reach in the far end fields up close to the main yard. I filmed a little bit earlier on when I was putting in asphalt in these cracks and holes around the old asphalt. So you're probably wondering how much all of this cost, and we've actually got a pretty good deal. So we are paying 300,000 Norwegian krona, which equals around 29,000 US dollars, and it's well spent money in my opinion. The quality of the yard, and you know, it will be so much nicer around the area, and we like to prioritize the yard around the farms to keep it nice and clean, so it's well worth spent money on that. So it's Saturday 17th now, and they finished off this actually a whole yard yesterday. I was supposed to do a little bit of recording, but they were so fast that they managed to finish off this entire yard before I was able to get home. Looks really good. I'm really happy how they managed to build up this entrance. You can see there's a difference in level here going up, so I was a little bit worried about how it would look between the two gates here, but that seems like a really good job they've done there. It's June 23rd now, meaning 10 days after the project started, and today was the last day of prep work. So on Monday, I believe, they will come in and conclude this project, putting down the asphalt. So last bits and pieces is to draw up where the water, the rainwater, is going to flow, because we want to make sure that it goes in the right direction. We had some issues with the leveling over here, so the water will actually go towards the trees there and not towards the camera, which was kind of like a bummer, but it is what it is. Mentioned earlier that we wanted to gravel up this area here, and we got the price today how much it would cost to put the asphalt all the way down to the entrance to the barn here, and it was 7 grand excluding the VAT, so that was a little bit on the heftier side. So I guess we'll leave that out for now and take it at a later time, and we probably have to pay even more. So that's a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. And we also put this small loader here to prevent stupid people like me to drive in with the car, because we don't want to mess up this area now, in order to keep it nice and compact before the asphalt company come in and do the final job. But so far it's looking pretty good. So it's June 27th now, and we are finally finished with the whole project. We finished yesterday, and you saw in the photos or the video that we also got a bit of rain, so we were really thankful for that. Looks very nice. They had a little bit of extra asphalt, so we were able to get a little bit further down onto this gravel road. So you have the border going here, and we made a decision to put up new asphalt actually inside the barn as well, because it was in a really poor condition, and the concrete here, so it leads all the way up to, I would say, halfway to the entrance. So that allows us to completely seal off this gate, so we are preventing now animals, cats and birds from coming in. So that's good. The leveling off for the water is perfect. I mentioned earlier the issues we had over here. It's the water will go towards the trees, and that's, you know, there's not going to be a lot of water coming in. There's a going slightly downhill here towards the house, but it's not going to be a lot of water from rain, so it won't pose any issues, I guess. But yeah, they were working fast, did a really good job. So it's times like this, I wish we had a drone, or I had a drone that I could put that up to just get a nice bird view of the entire yard. But I guess that's have to come later. I guess we can drive on this tomorrow morning. They say, like a rule of thumb, that you need to wait 24 hours before you put in cars or heavier machinery. So we're not going to risk anything, so we'll just wait until tomorrow before we start driving on it. And the thickness of the layer of the asphalt is around 5 centimeters. Ideally you would have a little bit bigger, or bigger than 5 centimeters. especially when you're on a farm and you have heavy tractor, heavy machinery. So as a rule of thumb, at least 5 centimeter thickness of the asphalt. And I can assure you that was not the case on the old asphalt. That was paper thin. I believe it was only like 1.5 to 2 centimeters. So that's one of the reasons we've had problems with cracks and the asphalt tearing up. So really happy with the result. So I hope you enjoyed the little progress video I made here. It's going to be a lot of editing now, so hopefully it will turn out okay. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.